So, Dwayne,
Yes.
Agent 23 walks into the room, standing ovation. It's pretty much normal for you as an everyday person, right?
It really is. I walk in hotels, very similar to this one, the Four Seasons,
Right.
standing O. Well, not really, because everybody's already standing anyway. But
Yeah.
so it's just,
Oh, yeah, true,
it's just an O.
Just to know, yeah, exactly. But isn't it a little embarrassing, though, when some people, like, bow down and, you know, do the we're not worthy thing? That must get old, I'm thinking.
You know, I got to say, it never gets old. And I think it's important, and I think especially, though, it's a prerequisite for me. If you're past 80, it's really important you really get down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You pretty much established yourself now as the action guy, because in this movie, is there nothing you can't do?
Apparently I can't kiss that well to Steve Carell.
I've heard about that, and I'm trying to avoid that as a guy who's comfortable with himself. But I can't imagine he's not that I want to know how good of a kisser he is or anything like that. But the scene I'm telling you, the SUV scene, was so much was going on.
There was a lot happening.
Yeah, at once. I mean, I almost had to take myself out of the scene as I'm watching and thinking, in your place, everything that's going on, it's on fire, it's moving, and you know, people are hanging upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Was that? Tell me about the day on the set for that.
Well, that particular scene, I was proud of it because you have a great stunt coordinator who really wants to put together something really great director. Who wants to make the action real, and Steve Carell and Hathaway really wanting to get in there and get dirty in terms of the action. They did a great job.
Yeah, they didn't know. What is it? As you're probably the biggest supporter of Maxwell Smart in the movie, your character there, but is it an art playing the straight man to Steve in certain scenes because of the way he is?
No, I got to say that it was a great balance. I think that we all did a good job of finding that sweet spot in terms of all our performances, and being subtle where we had to, and stepping back and letting a joke play for somebody else. So no, it's great. And to be around Steve, you can learn a lot too as well. You learn a great deal. From a guy like Steve and Alan Arkin too as well. So every day.
Alan Arkin, huge fan of yours, by the way. On about you, the guy invented improv.
He did.
Second City. So it was Steve and so forth. You're talking about finding that balance, though. Are you sucking up that knowledge, because that's not an easy thing to do, to be riffing off of people that are.
No, absolutely. I think you'd be a fool not to, especially if it's your craft and you are inspired to learn that way. But so it was great when Alan Arkin signed on. I was thrilled, and I couldn't wait to meet him. And he was great, and his timing's phenomenal. And it's like being around a great professor. It's like being around your great grandfather who just tells these wonderful stories that you learn from all the time. So I love Alan. He's wonderful.
With all the stuff you've done, have you found your dream project yet? Or
everyone is great, and I think that everyone brings a different inspiration to you. But I don't quite think yet. We'll see. And then we'll talk about it when I find it. When I find it, I'll know.
Yeah, great to see you.
Thanks,
it's like
buddy.
looking in the mirror. It's so weird.